Welcome to Backseat Banter on Hornets.com. I'm Matt Rochinski, joined by Nick Batum, who's joining us in the car. A little bit rainy. We were wondering if we were going to have to cancel this because of the rain here in Chapel Hill. But Nick told me you played Portland for all this
7
time.
years, so I'm used to the rain.
All right. Well, Nick is the small forward for the Charlotte Hornets.
Yes.
So that's got to sound pretty good to you right now. But one thing, when I'm looking at it, and I was looking back at your career, you started as a center when you first started playing basketball back in France.
A long time ago.
Yeah, that's crazy. At what point in time did you kind of start to make that switch in the France program?
I think around 13, 14 years old. I got a coach went to me and said, "You're done playing in the paint. Like, we're gonna get you outside the paint," because I was a good passer already. So we're gonna get you outside the paint and play as a wing. Let's try it. And it worked out pretty well for me.
How much did that kind of help you, as your game progressed, having those skills of a big man, but also who can move now outside?
I can understand what the big man wants, what to do as a big man, because when I play with Cody or Bismarck, guys like that, I kind of know what they want, how they play, what their mentality on the court. So that's pretty cool to know that part too.
See, that's the thing, we're kind of digging in and finding out the mentality of Nick Batum here. That's why he's such a good passer, because you know what the big guys want. For you though, now we're here on the campus at University of North Carolina, University of North Carolina. You didn't get the chance to go to a college university. How are European academies different than university?
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit different. I had a chance maybe to join some university. I got some leaders I invited to go visit or go there, but I'd rather stay back in Europe. And the way we work in Europe, we don't go to school like you do here. So we go to school,
right?
But we don't play for school. We when you're 15 years old, you join the pro team and you play for the young team under. So every time you play on the team, you got three parts. You got the younger team you play every Sunday, and then you move up to the second team, the oldest team, or you can play on a Saturday night before the pro team. The pro team play at 8 p.m. usually, and we play at 5 just before that. And then when you're good enough, you can practice with the pro team, and then you move up to the pro team. That's the way it works for them. So sometimes you practice, you see the pro team practicing right after. That's your goal. So my goal is to practice with them. And sometimes you do 2 practices in a row, and sometimes you do 2 games in a row. Right. I used to do that sometimes, 2 games, 3 games in one weekend sometimes.
So they put them out there so you can see those teams playing, practicing, gives you really something to strive for.
Because you're done practicing, and then the pro team comes in and you watch them, and you say, I want to be there, I want to practice with those guys. So you can see that's a goal for you. So, and then one time, when you're done practicing, and the coach for the pro team say, okay, I want him to practice with us right now. So sometimes you move up, and that's pretty cool too. So you gotta reach your goal, and then when you play at 5 p.m., you go back to your locker room, and the coach say, okay, Nick, you come with us for tonight. So you change locker room, you get a new jersey, and you go back play again.
Oh, so you can play both in one night?
Yeah, I did. That's crazy. I did that a couple of times. Yeah.
You mentioned too that you had some letters, some universities were coming after you. Do you remember any of those that might have been talking to you?
Georgia Tech, Arizona, UCLA. I think Georgia Tech and Arizona were the 2 schools I was pretty close to go to.
Oh, so did you make visits out there?
No, but I really thought about it. I was at a point in my career, in my life, I got my cousin who played in Missouri in the 2nd division. So he talked to me about it, it's so cool here, college is great. So I was kind of excited maybe, but my team in France played in EuroLeague. And they gave me a contract, say, okay, if you sign, you're going to play just with the pro team in EuroLeague too. EuroLeague is a great competition now. Right. The best in Europe, maybe the 2nd best competition after the NBA. So at 17 to play that kind of basketball, I'm I can't miss that. So I'll stay over in France and I played 2 years in EuroLeague. It
was an offer you basically couldn't refuse as a 17-year-old kid,
exactly.
Right? So as your career progressed, though, at what point in time when you were playing in EuroLeague did you realize, hey, I might have a real shot at making it into the NBA?
I played the Eurobasket under 18, and I got the MVP, and we won the gold. So, and then I got all those scouts, my agent told me, say, the whole league is over you right now. And it was 06. And then I played the Nike Up Summit in Memphis, and we lost, but that was the best score of the game. And then you can see my agent showed me his phone and said, okay, you can go to the draft right now. I was barely 18. You can maybe give me a lottery pick right now. So I'm I was too young to go at that point. It was 07. I was too young, so I wanted to play one more year in France, in EuroLeague to get better and get more mature. And my coach in France was huge for me because I was a starter. I played 30 minutes in EuroLeague. I was 18 years old, so I learned a lot. And I was ready, I think, the next year to go to the NBA.
So did you think when you were going to the NBA, you mentioned in 07 you thought you might be a lottery pick. 08 comes along. Were you disappointed where you got drafted? I know we've talked about this before.
Yeah, but I mean, I was supposed to be a lottery pick also, and I got a couple guaranteed, but I got doing my physicals, I got some trouble, so I almost put my name out of the draft. I almost not get undrafted too, because I lost my dad when I was two years old, and he was scared of that because he died on the basketball court, and some doctor thought I was gonna get the same thing. So my stock dropped a lot because I was almost sure to be a top 15. I got guaranteed a couple teams, and then after that, I wasn't so sure to be a second round pick, in 2 days. That was a week before the draft, and I did one workout in San Antonio, and did all the physicals to prove I was okay. My weight was was pretty good, and after I did that, I was going to practice, and Coach Popovich take me on the side, you don't need to practice. We know you. We're going to pick you. They were in pick 26. Yeah. So I was like, cool, at least I'm going to be in the first round. And I got drafted for pick career by Houston.
How much did that motivate you?
I had something to prove. I understand why the team got scared about it, but I felt like I'm still one of the best guys in this draft. Yeah. I'm going to prove it. And then the Blazers gave me a chance. We're the youngest team at that point, but Nate McMillan gave me my chance right away. I was 19, but I started 77 games, and we won 54 games in the West. And the West we talk about the West, it's tough right now. The West was really tough 10 years ago. It was crazy tough 10 years ago. So yeah, I was ready to go. I wasn't scared. I was ready because I got those 2 years under my belt as a pro already. So it was a cool year for me.
When you joined the Blazers, there was a couple of European players there: Rudy Fernandez, Sergio Rodriguez.
Exactly.
As European players, did they kind of take you under their wing?
Yeah, Sergio was great because Sergio Rodriguez was there 2 years before us, and Rudy and I, we got there together, same time. So it's always cool when you get there. Not from the same country, maybe the same situation. You left your hometown, your family, stuff like that. So you stuck together, you stick together, and that's pretty cool. Yeah.
So you kind of pay that forward a little bit if you think about it, because now we see the kind of relationship you're developing with Billy.
Yes.
You guys have a tremendous relationship. Was there something what was it that kind of drew you to Billy?
I think it's natural. It's natural. Every team is like that. If you ask one guy from outside the U.S., we're on the same boat. We don't have a family, we got the time difference, so it's different. So I don't know why. And then we play against each other, for a while we play against each other every summer for the last couple of years. So we got this rivalry too. But I don't know, I think every guy from Europe or from another country, I think it's natural for everyone.
For you, is he kind of like a little brother on this team for you?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Because he's a great guy,
we know you like to mess with him, right?
Really, yeah, because of France and Spain, we always got each other. And soccer too, he played for. He's a Madrid fan and a PSG fan. He's from Spain, France. So yeah, we talk trash a lot, but that's pretty cool.
I know you were in France for the World Cup, but you and Billy didn't watch any World Cup soccer games together, did you?
No, it was good. And I told him because when they lost against Russia, when Spain lost against Russia, I was in Russia with the French team. I was there, so I called him and said, yeah, I'm going to party with the Russian tonight. Yeah. Because they missed me. No, that's cool. Yeah.
Well, no, I think it's cool because we saw that today even you tweeted out the picture that we took on Hornets, and thanks for checking out our stuff. We love the fact that you're doing that. But to put that out and say mi hermano, I thought that was a really cool thing that you did.
Yeah, because now, because especially in basketball, for the last 10 years in France and Spain, with the two best teams in Europe, every time we play each other he's pretty hit. We got some good matchup, and sometimes we got some fights, some stuff like that. But at the end, we respect each other. We respect each other a lot, and Billy is a great guy. I love him.
It doesn't hurt that he's 7 foot tall either, and easy to get the ball to, right?
He need me to get the ball.
So he's kind of like your little brother on this team. You look at Tony Parker and say, this guy's kind of my big brother on the team?
He is. No, since I got there in 08, no, he's been great for me. He took me under his wing since day one, and every summer we played together. We had a good run in the French team. We had some good success together, good memories, and now we also own the team together in France. So we're business partners also. So now we're great together.
Yeah, I was talking to Tony, and he was telling me when he was playing for the French national team, he was waiting for something to happen, something that would really kind of take you guys to that next level. And then this scraggly young kid comes in, skinny young kid, and it was you, and it really kind of helped turn that tide. Yeah. How much did it mean to you to have Tony there to help turn that tide with you?
That was huge. I mean, he's the best basketball player ever. You know, so since the first time I played with him was in 09, and no, they were great. But I told them, you miss something, it's gonna be me. I was young.
Hey, you were honest.
Yeah, I was honest.
Right?
The only
and
thing you miss is me. No, because after that we were pretty good after that. So now because we have Boris, we have Tony, we got Turiaf, all those guys, and yeah, I feel like by joining this group, I think we could be like pretty good, better than they were already. So you got some good success, yeah.
So when you're sitting in the Hornets locker room and you're sitting there going, hey, maybe we need something else to take us to that next level, and then Tony Parker joins, is that what you're hoping will be help take this team to that next level?
Yes, I think, all the guys, when they said the same stuff, he's going to be huge for us. He's 36, 17 years in the league, but he's been through so much, and he's a winner. And that guy still wants to win, and every time, he's doing practice, you can see when he wants to take over, like for 2-3 minutes, he's gonna still beat Tony Parker.
What's it like playing with your business partner when you guys own a team together over in France?
That's cool because now we never stop talking about basketball. So we're going to talk about NBA, and then we're going to talk about the French team, then we're going to talk about our club. So, we always talk about basketball during dinner. We're going to talk about the team we own. We own two teams, technically, the men and women.
Oh, wow.
We get both.
Okay.
So now we know the man business of basketball, but now we discover the other side, the women basketball business is totally different. So that's pretty cool, yeah.
And now you're the president of player development. Is that what?
Operation.
Player operations. Yeah. So what's it like to you to be in a training camp? Do you guys do a training camp there?
Yeah, we do. We start in August.
Okay.
We start in August, so now we have to scout, we have to recruit, we get to talk to agent and find out what's a good fit, like stuff like that. So I understand why the other side of the job now.
Does Tony tell you right now, with him retiring from the French national team, Boris retiring from the French national team, Rony Turiaf retiring from the French national team all at the same time, this is your team now?
Kind of now. Yes, it was weird for the first time this summer. I don't have those guys around me.
Yeah.
I've been with those guys for 10 years, so now I'm kind of the oldest guy. I'm the captain of the team for national team. I'm the captain now, so yeah, it's different. We have still a good group. We got Rudy Gobert, Fournier, all those guys, so we got a good group.
Well, we're back at the hotel now. Thank you very much for joining us on this ride. Something new we're doing this season. Now go out there and finish it out in training camp, and you guys take the court on Friday. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thanks.
Be here. To get your 2018 season membership, call 704 Hornets. This is Buzz City.